If you're interested in Sea of Thieves and have watched streamers play, then you've probably witnessed this kind of situation.
I'm dead. I need a res.
Oh my god, how am I not dead? Oh, I'm dead now.
Not dead? Oh, I'm dead.
Disillusioned streamers getting killed and their ships sunk, one after another, by very aggressive and well-organized players. For those who aren't aware, this kind of encounter happens extremely often to streamers who play online games live, and it has even become somewhat normal for most of them in this game. Except, most of them didn't know it at the time, but what was happening was not at all normal. Behind these simple attacks by aggressive players, something incredible was hiding, known only to a handful of people. In this video, we will explore the depths of the stream sniping world and delve into the story of the AutoHopper, the bot that destroyed Sea of Thieves. It all started with the classic method of stream sniping. Stream sniping is when a player, a stream sniper, ends up in the same game as a streamer and uses the streamer's live feed to pinpoint their location, making it easier to kill them. Normally, it's not a huge deal because it rarely happens. The odds of landing in the same game as a streamer are slim. However, when it happens all the time, it's a different story. And in Sea of Thieves, it happens particularly often. It's possibly the game where it occurs the most, to the point where it can't be considered isolated incidents or coincidences. In this game, stream hackers were no longer just isolated players checking if their opponent was a streamer. It was an entire community spread across several specialized Discord servers. It all started in May 2022, when the game was in a rather tense situation.
I introduce to the Sea of Thieves, the Arena!
Its arena mode, a kind of PvP-only mode, had just closed, which upset the community, and many people stopped playing altogether. However, an American player decided that this wouldn't fly. Out of revenge, I guess, he decided to do everything he could to destroy Sea of Thieves. But how do you destroy a game when you have no influence on its development? He decided to hit where it hurts, the game's communication channels. At the time, the main communication channel for the game was streamers and their hours of live content. His goal was to target everyone producing live content on Sea of Thieves, using their streams against them to gain the upper hand, attack them, harass them, and ultimately drive them away from the game. Compared to other games, coming across streamers in Sea of Thieves is relatively easier because you don't join a game with a set start and end. Instead, you join a server with no time limit. The problem is that when creating a new crew, you can't choose which server you'll spawn on, making the task much more complicated or nearly impossible, unless you're extremely lucky and patient. However, there is a technique to bypass this problem. In Sea of Thieves, you can either create your crew and spawn on a random server or join an existing crew already on a server. This means that to get into the same session as a streamer, you just have to wait for them to fight other players. When they start losing, you ask their opponents to invite you to their crew. This method allowed stream hackers to achieve their goals much faster. But this method wasn't enough for our American player. He wanted it to be even faster, so he developed the AutoHopper. Initially, it was a simple bot that displayed the nicknames of all players on the server. It was interesting, but it still took too long to find a server with the streamers he sought. Unable to increase the search speed, he automated the bot, saving no time but making the search automatic. And thus, the AutoHopper was born. Its operation is simple. You provide the bot with a list of player names you are looking for, launch the bot, and it automatically joins games in a loop until it finds a server with one of the players on your list. When it finds one, it sends a notification on Discord to let you know. With this system, you could launch the automatic search and do something else, then return to play as soon as a streamer was found. Once the bot was ready, the goal was to create a stream hacker community. Instead of distributing the bot to many people and risking exposure to the game developers, he preferred to share it with a small group of acquaintances who then shared it further. Gradually, this cheat ended up in the hands of the biggest stream hacker teams at the time: Black Flag, Death Dealer, and the DG. From then on, the real hunt for streamers began. After a few weeks, merely mentioning one of these stream hacker teams in chat would instantly cause a streamer to leave the game. Streamers got fed up and started quitting the game, which did not go unnoticed by Rare, the game's development studio. Rare quickly realized the problem. possibly alerted by someone, or because some DG members had spawn-killed a Rare employee using the auto-hopper. Following this, Rare quickly patched the auto-hopper. However, what Rare didn't know at the time was that they were far from done with the auto-hopper. In December 2022, a major update to Sea of Thieves introduced a new PvP mode with a host of new rewards, attracting many old and new players. But behind this apparent renaissance of the game lurked a more insidious threat: the rise of cheats. Without an anti-cheat system, Sea of Thieves quickly became a playground for cheat software developers. They rapidly developed sophisticated tools, offering players disproportionate advantages. Imagine being able to fly, become invisible, or teleport bombs at will. Among these cheats, one particularly resembled the auto-hopper, except you had to go through a Discord server. Anyone with access could enter the names they wanted to target, and the bot automatically launched games in search of these players. Terribly effective, this bot made less noise because it was paid and relatively expensive, limiting its use to a few. This new wave of cheating had a considerable impact on the gaming experience. Honest players found themselves facing near-invincible opponents, while streamers saw their audience decline due to the omnipresence of cheaters. As a result, many players abandoned the game, and on Twitch, the game's popularity has noticeably declined. Behind this surge in cheating lies an economic reality. Developing and selling these software programs has become a lucrative business, attracting developers constantly seeking new ways to monetize their skills. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. Don't hesitate to like and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.